Okay, I was going to do a more pre-produced version of this, but I figured, screw it. I got a little more flexibility with the tools I got if I'm doing this live. So we're going to look at this as I'm looking at this, and we're going to just go ahead and call up my handy dandy graphics program here. This time I've already got the right folders, no peeking on my more adult friendly, sites here. Okay, so up here, I have to grab a lot more pictures of the 340. I was rather surprised how few I actually had. But here we go. And also, these are like the 16 pictures from eBay of that listing. And we're going to take a look at it. And let's take a look at let's get a good look at this at the poor thing before all this craziness happened. Let's start with this one. Everyone's seen this. And go ahead and zoom in here. And we can tell it's like, because there's a concern that this is the one remaining intercooler on that poor ship. And judging, because it's very distinct. The sloping curve is mad. This is more of a 90-degree thing. This is more back. What do we got coming in here? Whoop. Oh, okay. And Rosetta has arrived. It's something a little more fun than the usual fare. We're going to examine the remains here of the Enterprise and how she's come back to us.
That could be interesting.
Yeah. So let's skip on to back to there. But also is concerned about that little dink there, that was there from the beginning. And we'll get a close look on here. And I can't really tell from this because it blurs a bit too much, but
I'm still sorting pictures. Yay me, right?
Yeah. All right. Well, I went through a little bit. Okay, after one, I was rather surprised. Wow, this is something I didn't notice. That usually the three little windows are not on the stretch here. So look at some other pictures there, but there's the thing because the little rib things above this, and on the big ship, it's got one above, one below. I'm not seeing anything there. So let's take a look at another one here. I think there's a black and white one that might show a little more detail. Let's zoom in here. There's also a different angle.
I'm still a bit sick from what happened, so I'm kind of wrapped up.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure there was things. So yeah, everything is kind of because people chiming in on Facebook about the condition of the like because they also mentioned the example like because they also borrowed the Klingon D7 from the Smithsonian and returned it in pieces. So it's like that's why they no longer loan out anything to anybody because of that situation. Let's look at the one with this old one with Spock here. This is when it's still in its pilot configuration with the spikes on the engines and everything. And can't really tell. I don't think there's anything there at that point. How about that guy? Nah, it's too small. Oh, there, those lucky few that got an autographed picture of the Enterprise back in the. There's one thing. Some guy, wrote in to the studio, and he wanted an autographed picture of the Enterprise.
Okay.
Yeah, not the stars. He wanted one of the Enterprise. Okay, here we go. This should be good. And B. Joe Trimble was working, doing some office stuff around there. So, okay, yeah, there is something there. So that detail has been lost because it's no longer around there. And she signed it. Best wishes, USS Enterprise. So yeah, that's the detail. So that's what the dome looked like when it was still attached to the hull. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have now. Let me just go ahead and we'll go through them. I don't give me that, you creep. All right, fine. I'll do it one at a time, you schmuck. All right. So yeah, there's only one. Again, I'd probably change, clarify it with something else, but I think for now, we'll do the terms that was in the instructions of the model. That's the intercoolers, they're the control reactors. Both of these are still there. Only one of these is still there. And it looks like also we're missing the ball on the back of this engine nacelle here. But let's go and zoom in here. Come on, zoom. Zoom. Okay. Yeah, they did, apparently when they returned that D7 to the Smithsonian, same thing. They kind of cobbled together and slapped on some paint to hope they wouldn't notice. Right. I'm surprised the dish is still there. And the spires, I think they've maybe realized where they got the, this really wasn't meant to come across, boss. It's not going well. But yeah, then figured that the weird, it's like this, they tried to match the gray, they didn't. It's like, I would like to take these guys who did this and smack them all with a cricket bat. It's like, because they're probably, it's just a wooden. No, this was the original, proof of concept model for the damn ship. You fucking idiots. Let's go to this one here. This is got some pretty good close-up detail here. So let's zoom in here. No, they said there's some concern about what they do. No, that's always been there. That was there from the early publicity shots. But yeah, it looks like I think that might have gotten good. But also, there doesn't seem to be obvious that something's gone either. So that may have been something that or maybe is that actually a detail or something just drawn on? No, it's something was there. So that actually may have been something that went, or they. Yeah, there's some painting there. So yeah, they may have gone and they painted over it. But yeah, let's look at this one here. Yeah, it's missing the window. So yeah, this. And again, this is one of those things that they, if they were faking this thing, they'd probably put it in because they'd be matching what the thing. I'm like, nope. Yeah, just slapping around this gray paint. Like, oh, hide the cracks. God knows what's underneath that paint. I sent a number of invites around, including Doug Drexler. I'd like to hear him chime in on this one.
It is pretty. It just needs some.
It needs
a good restore.
Yeah, Man, I'd hate to lose so much of the original thing, but it's obviously aged because it kind of gone from gray to tan. But considering the size of it, I think the decals from the 1/350 scale ship would probably fit it perfectly. And here's where it's kind of feel a little violated here because this is where the dome used to be. But there's also little bits of mylar on here to make look like when the lights are right, the lights are lit, things are lit up. Apparently, this also has also been consistent with because I think this is the wood grain. This is all wood, sugar pine, I think it was. And you can see the three little things down there. This. It could be interesting is if the and here it is. At least they kept that on the side with the little baggie taped onto the side. There it is. I don't want to lose that. Gee, nice you thought of that, and not the 3 intercoolers you trashed. Apparently, I'm guessing they pulled them off. They probably just were unsalvageable. So no, forget it. But here's the guy getting the length of it, and it's like, yeah, about 33 inches long. So about probably about 33 and a quarter.
Yeah.
Which means, yep, that's because everything lines up. Yep, this is the one. This is the one we thought was lost to the the mists of time. Like, oh, here we go. There's in somebody's storage unit. I'm gonna rotate that.
I realize so many questions to how the fuck that happened.
Well, again, best thing that I've heard, those used to be. Let's see, save that. Like that. Is that in fact, I will pull up the letter here that Roddenberry wrote. Here we are. Screen it a bit here. This is from November 5th, 1979. Just a little over a month before the premiere of the first movie. This is to Jeff Katzenberg, who was basically at the time they're kind of running around doing shit for the movie. Okay, I got to back it up. Get this back here. And mind you, eventually Jeff Katzenberg would be the K in the what is that? I'm suddenly blanking on the name of the damn company, the major studio. But with the one what you did with
don't look at me for names. You know how my brain is, and I've been really ditzy since it.
But it
started with hell with the stupid IV ER.
With Spielberg, Geffen, and Katzenberg. They were
Look at this.
What we got? Let me get.
Bruised my arm to hell from the fucking ER IV.
Ugh, I hate when that happens. It's usually when they fuck up a vein. Yeah, here we let us read, kids. It's to Jeff Kent from Gene Roddenberry with courtesy copies to Leonard Maislis, Roddenberry's lawyer, and John Povil, who's his personal assistant there. Again, 3-foot Enterprise model. During the early part of pre-production on our film, about a year and a half ago, I loaned Paramount a 3-foot model of the USS Enterprise, which I had owned since the Desilu days of the television show. This was done through John Povil, who brought the request to me and then picked up the model in my home for delivery to either someone at Paramount or at Robert Abel and Associates. He no longer remembers the date nor the exact party, but he does remember picking up and delivering it to someone who was officially associated with the film. My problem is simply that of getting my model back. It is a fairly expensive piece of model making, and its real value to me is that is what it represents. No one I've talked to, including John, has been able to offer the slightest hint as to who got it or what happened to it. And on the SS is Susan Sackett. You probably dictated and typed it up. So it wasn't, so it wasn't just a matter, Roddenberry just covered. No, he didn't know who got it. He was gone through several third parties. And again, best thing is, it got to Robert Abel Associates and, Brick Price, who's the model guy. And they did the same thing to this poor thing as they did to the Klingon D7 that they got from Sony and tore it apart to try and get measurements and make molds or whatever. And in the process, destroyed both models. Now, the D7 was able to get cobbled back together into reasonable shape, and you'd probably have to look really close to find out because the Smithsonian did, but then that's the case of never loading anything out again because this is what happens. And with Roddenberry, they apparently did this. We're going to do the same thing, but someone said he's not going to accept this. This looks like crap. We're missing pieces now. He's going to ask questions. So that, everyone just played dumb. What model? We don't know any model. You let out a model? Why you shouldn't leave stuff out to people you don't know. But here's where it was back in the day. It sat on his desk. And I would tell you, there's a little plaque on the microphone stand. And they're looking all happy next to Daddy,
That's heartbreaking.
Yeah. Well, again, and it's gratifying. It's in better shape than I thought it was. Okay. Because I was envisioning this thing in pieces in somebody's file cabinet somewhere, or like in a storage unit.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I got the thumbnail. This is when Richard Dayton finished the thing, and they're doing the Rigel 7 scenes, and he's showing here's what the final model. This is just a proof of concept. This is what they're going to make the big model look like. And there's Roddenberry getting a look at. Oh yeah, that's very nice. Yeah. And there's another one here. Now this one is colorized. It was originally a black and white picture, but one guy got a bit of a colorizing geek, and there's your pic. Oh look, there's windows on the side. Hold on. Originally, they did have the windows on the struts. I wonder why they were covered up, or if they're stickers. Why maybe they're just falling off. Somehow in the conversion of making this look more like the final version with lose the spikes, put the balls in, and then covered up them windows. The more you know. Okay, yeah. But let's see. But this again, little things like at some point. Let me pull up a good view of the. If I can find a good view of the aft end here. This should be good. At some point during the series, both those are still there. Somebody, I think, dropped it or whatever, and the shuttle bay doors, guys, popped off and got lost, or maybe someone stepped out of the part and then, oops. So that's another detail. It's like if they're really faking it, someone would just put the doors in there, but lost the homing beacon on there. So there's just little things here. It's like, yep, this is the one. But the thing is, the good thing is, this is stuff they're trying to cover up. Because no, they tried to get the neck out, and look at these cracks. They just pulled this thing out, and apparently they pulled out a big chunk of the hull along with it. And they're just gonna try to glue it back in.
Really? This is how they treat borrowed property that isn't even there.
Uh-huh.
Oh, we trashed it. Let's just not return it to the owner so he can't see what we did.
I don't say anything. Yeah. Oh, model? What model? Let's see. Get a look at right here.
Twat? What twat? You're a twat?
Yeah. This is the one thing where this one they sell. It's rather crooked. Notice the rather bad glue job and the paint over it.
Mm-hmm.
This is on the more of when I was building my first Enterprise model at around age 9, and my dad didn't quite get plastic models used with. I brought it in to use my wood burning kit and some extra sprue to try and shore things up, and it looked just about as hideous. Difference is I was 9 years old and the model cost like $3 at Sears. Okay. This is a fucking artifact.
Piece of nerd history.
I mean, Major pointed out at the time when there was first find out it was really lost. It's like, we don't know. Gene lent it out. We don't know. Lost track who it went to, and we want it back. Considering what it is priceless. There's no way to put a price on this thing.
No, it's their history.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's not. It's part of the show system. It's part of Roddenberry's own history.
That's what I was saying.
So it's like, hey, I made a thing. It did something. Nobody's holding conventions for the lieutenant. Okay. Or the 20-some episodes he wrote for Have Gun Will Travel. No, it's this bad boy. But also around this area, there's a lot of also that bad paint job there because they managed to wrench out the bridge. I think. Yeah, there's hate to say good view, but a clear view. Let's zoom in here.
It's both a relief and heartbreaking at the same time seeing it like this.
Yeah.
It is restorable, which is
it's
huge.
there, and you can manufacture certain bits to put back in. Like the size is such. Some of the stuff I think that is just the wood grain, so it's not damaged, but there's nothing that are wrench apart.
Oh, I can tell the difference.
Yeah, and you got some cracks in the paint. That's from age. It's like thankfully they didn't try and get this bit out. Or the impulse. I don't think they have impulse engines, but they clearly tried to get got this thing out. Try and mix the mold, and probably messed up the decals here somewhere. I think that may be the actual color of the thing before it got old, as old as it was, because the decals wouldn't have been covered up the oxidation. But some of the stuff what the hell was going on in the front of the ship they were doing? Trying to see if it opened up. Is this hollow? No, it's solid wood. Don't even go any further.
It's amazing that they could do something so stupid
and
so selfish to somebody else's fucking property.
Like you're working on a Star Trek model. Show a little respect here, guys. Come on. This is the big. Yeah, this is the big thing right here. Just looking at this. God. But like, despite even with all the the physical, yep, that's right. But also seeing this on the bottom, this is apparently taped to the bottom. The model maker. This is something nobody knew about. Okay, that's I suspect the 12 to 16 volt that has nothing to do, I think, with the Enterprise. Because he was also big on rail. I think this is probably a model railroad thing that it just happened, because he had one of the jobs he did that he was rather proud of was the miniatures for Petticoat Junction. Because the train going by that wasn't real. So that was a miniature. That was his.
Well, I think most of us know that most of the crap in those old shows was faked.
Yeah, it was very good. But if you want to find his old workshop, there was 4146 Clump Avenue, North Hollywood, California, and God knows what the phone number is now. The HO735. And the post office, but So yeah, no. So now Rod is one hit. Someone give me a hold of this guy. I'm trying to work something out. So let's get out of that.
Because it's not the guy that he's dealing with now that caused all this.
No, this is the poor schmuck who sort of stumbled into it. He just thought that's interesting. Like the listing. Let me see if I can pull up the listing. Let me find this. What was that?
It's really frustrating.
Boy.
To watch this happening, though.
Yeah.
It's just actually kind of pretty heartbreaking.
Okay, we find that.
You gotta imagine this had to have been a hard spot for the family for a long time.
Well, yeah, it's been kind of a sticking point. It's like, we'd like that model back. Somebody got any ideas what going on here? If I can find my first response on that, should be able to get to the original posting. Good Lord. Wait. No, that's not what I wanted. Stop it. Unfortunately, I do a lot of responding to stuff, so it's like trying to find it in the list of replies. Like, what the hell?
Okay.
This might take a minute or two. And then, like, talk amongst yourselves.
Why?
He'll give you a topic. The Holy Roman Empire, another Holy Roman Empire. Discuss.
It fell. Next topic.
It fall down, go boom.
I'm a little distracted by what I'm working on. Don't mind me.
Maybe we should discuss the benefits of bologna quesadillas.
God, no. Don't prove how white you are here, please.
Oh, I said that. Here we go. All right, let's see. Here's the thread. And we can find the original listing. Here we go. Yeah, let me scroll down here and get past the pillar only. All right. Don't need that up. Whoop, no, that's fine. Right there. Here we go. Come on, Chip. All right. So here's the original listing. And again, he only knows written by Richard Dayton because his business card was taped to the bottom of the stand. But the rare custom storage enterprise, but the bid was going to start at $1,000. He knew he had something. With $158 shipping, located in Van Nuys. The name of the guy is the handle is, where is it? Storage buyer, because he's the guy who buys storage units and sells off what's in there. The description: this is a ship with a custom made by Richard Dayton Jr. made by wood and of wood and hand painted. It's a 1-in-1, very rare and very old. It will have its aging like wood cracks and sticker peeler. Very nice for a collection. 32 inches long. Oh, really? And then apparently the question started coming in that you realize what you have there? It's not just some wooden model. It's the one.
And to be fair, if he wasn't a Trekkie, he may not have realized what it was at all.
Yeah, I know. It's like all I know. No, it's the Enterprise. Because even people have never seen an episode recognize it says USS Enterprise on the thing. But he recognized it as a model. Then someone did a nice custom model, and then the model maker's name, his business card is on the bottom of the damn thing right there. And it's model, custom scale models. So just go by that. And all the stuff that came with it. Yeah, nothing. Like here, it's like that intercooler was put back on backwards. Oh, wait, and it's that thing is supposed to be in front. So whichever in your cell, it's like that doesn't even belong on that spot.
Maybe this is why you should never trust people.
No. Or was it? Let's see.
Humans suck.
Mm-hmm. Look at the comments I haven't been able to see here. Dustin's been rather talky. All righty. Okay, non-letting this is all wooden model. It wasn't even spent. It wasn't even supposed to be, filmed at all. This was a proof of concept, just to show what the big model's going to look like. But the big model wasn't completely ready for the first part. They got one shot in, and a lot of it was, a lot of flyby stuff. And it's pretty just easier to do it with the small model, especially the fast flybys. So I think a lot of people, it's like, and their little fan films. One thing they always get wrong when they get their CGI Enterprise is they get it the wrong size. Like Doug Drexler pointed out, they make their CGI model 947 feet long. It's not going to look the same because you try and put a camera on there. It doesn't photograph the same way as an 11-foot model. So when he was doing stuff for Star Trek Continues, and actually originally offered it for CBS for the remastered thing, he made the model 11 feet 2 inches long. And you pick the right camera, virtual camera site, then you can match it up perfectly. But something I wanted to bug him and say, and with that in mind, for the quick flyby shots for Star Trek Continues, did you make that one 3 feet long? Because that's the model they use for those high speed, thing. There's a 3-footer.
The beauty of Trek history now.
Oh, yeah.
Sitting damaged from a storage unit.
Yeah. And again,
I'm getting the Queen of Hearts in my head. Someone's head's gonna roll for this.
Well, after all this time, some of the heads there's going to roll probably already dead. So I don't know if we're going to do like Oliver Cromwell, dig them back up, behead them all over again.
This is where I should bite my tongue on how twisted and evil I can be. Move off camera for a minute.
The crimes against the state will execute you all over again. He's been dead for 50 years. I don't care.
Dig his ass up.
Burn the witch.
Just dig his ass up and desecrate his bones. Come on. The nerd in me approves of that.
I wonder. Because there was one, one of the little reality shows going around, and one of them, I think it was somehow, going through people and getting them to try and sell stuff or whatever, and they hit Rick Price and his storage unit and he has a lot of Star Trek stuff in there. He didn't show this, but he did have at least the castings for the Phase 2 version of the Enterprise. The masters and molds. And he wouldn't sell. So what I wonder if one of the things they didn't find in there was this poor thing hiding away in a box somewhere. And if it was his storage unit, again, the storage unit that supposedly came out of was like the name on the thing was a guy who died back in the 50s. The Travelog, producer or something.
So it was fake.
Probably under an assumed name because no one's buying. That doesn't sound. They looked at it. No, this guy. No.
The nerd in me. There's an angry little nerd in me.
Oh, yeah. I guess so. This is because I am. The thing again, the tale I was wanted to was by, this one guy interacted with on both Trek PBS and also a model, making, something for him. And he went to them. What would it take to convert like a, Enterprise, 3-foot Enterprise to, I got 350 into the 3-foot Enterprise because you got to change the contours of the hull and all that stuff. And he's got very detailed drawings of the various models. Looking at the original drawings of it and what it's went through. And here's where I'm getting this from. It's like, where he heard from like third parties, kind of off the record, that they destroyed that poor thing when they were doing this. They didn't quite dawn on them. These were not meant to be taken apart. They originally wanted to borrow the 11-foot Enterprise from the Smithsonian. And in retrospect, it would have been better if they had, because that one was designed to come apart. They would have had a much easier time at it, and probably would be able to get it back together, and no one would have known the difference.
Which would have been preferred.
Mm-hmm. But it was on permanent display. It was hanging from the ceiling at that point. The entrance to the Life in the Universe wing at the Air and Space Museum. But the D7 was in storage. It wasn't even on display. So they weren't losing anything. Yeah, we can go and lend you this, And then regret it when it came back in a box of pieces. I mean, what the hell did they do? No. Okay, that's it. No more loaning. This guy's ruined it for everyone. Congratulations. Let me see if I can find that, because I know I've seen pictures of it.
I'm just waiting for a meme to show up of me saying desecrate their graves. Because I have haters that watch your channel.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, the bitch really said this. I'm going to sit there and go, yep.
Mm-hmm.
I did. And I meant it, too.
Because one thing is also, as far as the D7 goes, that there were actually 2 models made. For a long time, nobody knew about that. And I think Matt Jeffries held on to it, or somebody. One was sent to the Smithsonian. The other one, I think either Roddenberry or Jeffries held on to. And it was like one of them was, the one they used for the show wasn't completely finished. They were in that much of a hurry because there were some details that were on the model kit. A couple of things here and there that weren't on the full size model. So when they did the repop, recent years, they took out those details. So if you want a fully finished up Enterprise Klingon ship,
I always laughed at the people who got competitive about whether they were a Star Trek or Star Wars fans. Like, you do realize both series actually had influences on each other through the years.
Oh yeah,
massively. So much over.
Yeah, George has been very open about that. He was a big Star Trek fan. Still, he played a big part in how he developed Star Wars.
And a lot of the Star Trek in the 90s had things that were inspired by Star Wars.
Mm-hmm.
They were open about it.
It's a big reason why there were Star Trek movies in the first place. Not the only reason, because the big thing, originally that first movie came out, and Star Wars came out, and it's like, well, that's it. We've blown it. We've missed our chance, because at that point, the theory was that fans wouldn't go see more than one movie in a time, in a year. But then Close Encounters hit, and was just about as big as Star Wars at the time. So, they'll go out and see more than one big sci-fi movie. Okay, back on. Thanks for that period was only like a few weeks. Because that's all.
Something like that.
I know I've seen these pictures. Because it is, like I said, you think pictures of the Enterprise they were discussing, I can find these pictures of the D7 in a heap. Like I read, a comment on Facebook, about kind of backing up. I said, they cobbled it back together or something. What I saw was not cobbled together. It looked like some malicious 5-year-old ran over with his big wheel.
It's just frustrating at times.
They just went at it with a hobby knife and a screwdriver, just pop it.
People wonder why I don't trust people.
Let's just do that. Let's see.
Look at what they did to the fucking Enterprise.
Mm-hmm. Like I would, you know. This guy was trying to. He's lucky I didn't come across this thing first off. Okay. I can imagine what the reaction he got was, but he's lucky I wasn't one of them. It's like, what the hell are you doing with that ship? How the hell did you get that?
I think I would have gone ballistic if I saw that.
Yeah, I would. You know. Let's see what came across here. Yep. In other news, let's see. What do we got here? Another. Oh.
So what can I say?
Well, in indie news, that's like a little thing I'm going to pass on later. Okay, bro. Does anyone else think Indy seems more like a stalker than Bob? Indy Bad Bath Bob talks shit about, all while hiding behind blocks. Indy tries to act all tough, but is really scared child, calling people names behind their back. Ooh, this is going to be fun.
Okay, wait a second. Can you put what you're reading on screen, or is it a message?
I'll deal with that later. Okay.
I want to see this.
What's this?
What were you reading there? I want to see this.
Oh, okay. Well, let me fire up with water here, and
it's interesting that she has me blocked and several of my friends who never interacted with her once.
Yeah, I think I'm inspired with the let's turn the tables a bit here. No, give me that. Come on. Don't start goofing up on me. And again, go max here so I don't.
I'm in a mood for blood lately, so go ahead, show me.
All right, here we go. Let's look at that. Okay, bros. Anyone else think Indy seems more like a stalker than Bob? Indy badmouths Bob, talks shit about, all while hiding behind block, and he tries to act all tough, but really is scared of the child. Calling people names behind their back when Bob doesn't respond. He looks guilty when really he can't see Indy's post because he's hiding. He's hiding. She always knows exactly what Bob's saying or posting because he has his little team of yes people spying on Bob, watching his YouTube. Who sounds more like a stalker? Think you need to look at your own camp full of stalkers, Indy. This blocking people and calling them stalkers just for sympathy is really getting old, bro. You're the bully. You have mental issues, Indy, and too much weed. Why else would you be friends with Gene, an open pedo that steals and sells your content? Is friends with your boyfriend and wants to rape you, yet you call Bob a stalker. More proof you have mental issues. Well, mental issues are a matter of record. Okay, she's mental herself. Hospital state of detox and get these people controlling you would help you before it's too late. I mean, someone that's been raped laughing at a stalker like Gene planning your rape is not something any person in their correct mind would ever do. You need to get away from the umsies and Genes and touch grass away from these online perverts. Okay. So let's get out of that. I'll go.
Or is it got a name to it?
Like I said, this stuff is, I'm going to put a smiley on that. Just to tweak her a little more. She's been offline. Hasn't been doing live stuff because I think her ass is recovering. Because, let me just.
I could have explained how stupid doing that many wax your ass is.
I know. In fact, let me see if I can pull it up here. I think I can probably get away with quick look at a butt picture. Let's see. This is for educational and medical purposes here, people. This is their butt the day after. That
Yeah, there's so much blood broke in there that it looks like a rash.
Yeah, and the other ass cheek be the same way. So
not healthy.
No.
Look,
Again, slightly appropriate. 666 smacks per cheek. And it took her a while to get through it all and had to pause a few times. But, but again, she also cleared like $10,000 on that one stunt after all said and done. So that's what I'm thinking. Which is stupider? The fact that she did it or the fact that people pony up 10, again, after Fancy gets there like 40%, she goes about $10,000 out of that stunt. Just on that. Never mind everything else she's raking in.
Is that what gives you the red ass?
Hmm?
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Never mind. It was a bad joke.
Yeah. And again, they're just taking the day off, but this is more than the day here. Okay. Another guy checking in here. Our old friend Lester, who people have been accusing people of being him. Like, people don't know how to read text. Nobody writes anything like that. Lester doesn't even write. He dictates. He has a voice to texting because English is not his first language. Listen, weird. I've deleted a large number of messages calling me kid. I'm not a kid. I'm a man. I don't understand how they're thinking I could be insulted by being called a kid. How is everything in your world? Oh. Oh, such a laugh. The crazy thing is that people think this actually matters. You fucking idiots. It's Twitter. Nobody really cares. They think it's the entire world. Oh, he's getting canceled. So what? Okay.
Wait, what did you just say?
It's just the cesspool that still is Twitter. I mean, it's gotten better in the sense that Helen has managed to give people a chance to fight back, but it's still there's still a lot of gators in that swamp. But yeah, like Indy posted like them because that was the Halloween stream. She did that with a butt plug in, but I'm not sure how much good or bad on that. Okay. If your entire existence was anyway. But yeah, it's like earlier did that, the helicopter, it's like, yeah, get the strap on. It's like, okay, you see a plastic dick swinging around. Who the hell is impressed by this? What kind of a sick mind thinks this is the thing to do? It's like,
loser.
I mean, it might be halfway cute if she was like 19 to it. She's 28 years old. I think it's like nothing. I think it's like the final development's kicking in because her figure is not looking so boyish anymore. And she's starting to get some, the curves are getting harder and harder to disguise. Okay,
George, why are you always a troublemaker?
You might say she's growing into her tits, but anyway, I still don't think those are double D's or D's. Yeah, let's see. Yeah. You're making me break out.
I'm still sorting photos, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, George, listen very carefully. Get a life.
Said with love.
Take it from one weird felt thing to another. Get a life.
Such a pretty cockcomb. Sorry, I had to interrupt that.
Yeah.
I'm taking pictures of.
I still need to find a needle to fix up those splits in the thread. Get that off the screen. Okay. Oh, Lord. I know. It may have been on the model maker, but
I'm still just sitting here pathetic, and I'm going to be in the seat for a few days because I was sick from that reaction.
Yeah. That's one thing I wonder. Can Indy even sit at this point? Or the case that she's stuck laying on her stomach.
That was day one. After after paddling and it had those red bumps, then it will actually be black on day 3.
So she's got some serious bruising going on right now.
Because the red bumps are the blood breaking before the bruise rises.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that's the early stage of a bruise before it gets dark.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Hopefully she's taking this time to rethink some of her life choices. Oh, man.
Flamingo feather. That's an interesting flower name.
See if that turns up anything.
So, otherwise, I have been sorting like crazy. I have tons of photos from this year I haven't sorted yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, I'm stuck in bed. I can't just go places all the time.
Yeah.
My nature drives have to be done, cushioned and padded with Steve driving. So, I mean.
Mm-hmm. Streaming with Rosetta.
I need help. Somebody save me from Bob.
Also, I've been talking about what happened to that poor Enterprise model, and
I shouldn't have said that because you know her stalker sips will take that out of context.
And what happened to Indy's poor ass at getting paid all that money? No, so you got to follow through.
Did I say something randomly, completely fucked up just to see if her stupid fans read it as fact? Should I?
What the fuck? We're in this far, might as well.
Bob has me locked in his basement. Help me, help me, help me, help me.
What?
I didn't. Don't know why.
Another one? What now? Now? Oh, good Lord. It's for dinner. I'm not touching that line.
I'm just going to point out that I am a shameless troublemaker.
Mm-hmm.
And I even announced that this is a bullshit thing I'm about to say. And you want to bet they cut that off and start spreading that clip?
Oh, I'm sure. Then, of course, I countered these. I gave a little video tour of this place just as we finally got the, before we even signed the lease. It's like, we're starting to move stuff in. It's like,
this, by the way, Bob, is fact. This is fact. Speaking as somebody who's been in that lifestyle 20 years, this is fact. This is fact. You don't do that shit. There's levels you're supposed to be careful not to cross. You're not, the point is supposed to be to do no actual harm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I did a little, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to give anybody thing here, but no, this is the case. This is one of the cases where she may have actually physically, she definitely physically injured herself now. That's, it's not just transitory pain here, but yeah. This will point. Have a voice for radio? I better. After 3 fucking broadcasts goes, I better have. Anyway, I'm gonna go throw some food at stuff here, so stop complaining. All that.
What? While I'm running the show here, I can just show off what I'm doing.
I gotta.
Because I can screen share. I don't have to wait for his permission anymore. Nah, seriously, let me distract everybody a sec.
Yeah.
And show you what I'm doing. I'm sorting photos. Lots and lots of photos. This is what keeps me functional, semi-sane. I mean, so if anybody wonders if I'm just sitting here while he's talking, no, I'm working my fucking fat ass off. So that is apparently Egyptian star cluster. Okay. Meanwhile, listening to them fight is kind of semi-entertaining for me. All right, so I find a lot of things entertaining because I'm kind of a fucked up person. That and I just like screwing with people. So to everybody out there who's still paying attention, who didn't run away when he got me in charge because you're crazy. I mean, crazy like a slut. I mean, I'm doing my best. I mean, it's hard when you're takeover on somebody else's channel. It's not as comfortable as when you're just streaming on your channel and start bullshitting. Because you always wonder, am I going to cross the line for this channel? Am I going to offend somebody? Am I going to do something wrong? And so here goes the herons. This is the pictures for this year. And without sorting the last zoo event yet, or Raptor Resource Project, I have a few from Raptor Resource. It's going to be an interesting event. I have 1,216 unique folders for this year for different photos and things. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an event getting through all this. So, yeah. Meanwhile, I have a friend in the background who's loose strife. And I have to go back and forth a lot while I'm doing this. I have 2 hard drives that are 5 terabytes each, and 4 that are a terabyte each, and that's not counting the actual computer. I have a crap ton of 64 gig zips and shit ton of half terabyte memory cards. And it's filling up fast, and it's filling up with my photography work and the prints I make and the edits I do and the photos and drawings I do and all that shit. Yeah. Because I don't take these as small photos. I want quality. So I can crop, edit, alter, and they're still high quality. And yeah, it's absolutely an experience at times. Okay, so that definitely is the red-tailed hawk. Where's the R's here? There it is. So, these are just recent photos. Hey, Steffi, I took over while Bob's doing your bitch work. Because I could, and I did, and haha. Shh, don't narc on me, girly. No narking. And that is Heron and Egret. So. I'm shameful at times. I admit that, but I love what I do. I mean, you like it, enjoy it. I don't, but I get it. Okay, so I keep forgetting what type of duck this is. That's right, Saxony or a Swedish yellow. So scan through and look back, and God, I got a lot of shit. I mean, it pops up 2 possibles from that photo. Well, I already had it confirmed by a specialist which one it was. So that made it easy. I don't let the cats in here when I'm doing this work. They cause a lot of trouble because they're evil shitheads. I love them dearly.
Okay.
But they are evil shit.
Welcome to Flavor
And I made a mistake there. I am so out of it today. So yes, I spent a good portion of the last few days dealing with all kinds of medical crap. Bruised a tail arm from the ER. I'm tired.
This chair has gone down, I think.
Indy's ass is going to look like the bruise on my arm from the ER.
It's going to look more like the bruise on my side when I fell off the hogback outside of Morrison.
It's going to take this big black bruise and just make it her whole ass.
I'm thinking more like when I felt, because I'm just rock climbing outside of little town Morrison, little hogback, little ridge on there. I was with a couple of friends. They were practicing some serious climbing, doing the pitons and the ropes and all that. I was just bounding around. On my way back down, I basically and fell probably 30 feet or so on the ground. Hopefully, thankfully, the ground was sloping away. And I also knew enough. Don't try and land on your feet. You'll break both your legs. So I went on my back and rolled. And I had a bruise on this side, just nothing but, like but the size of a cassava melon. And I think it maybe had a hand in my appendicitis later, about a year later. But that's just my guess. But yeah, it was just solid purple very quickly. So yeah, I think Indy is going to be. She's going to be off, no live streams for a while, because I can't see her being able to even sit in that chair, even on how many cushions you got and on how much pot you're going to smoke. You can't kill that much pain.
I mean, I could sit in a chair with bruising and welts like that, but then again, I've gone out and hiked with a bruised spinal column.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a crazy bitch.
Yeah.
The majority of people would look at the stuff I do and go, "Oh, fuck no, fuck you." So, meet me in St. Louis. I'll go to the zoo. I only got through about half of it. It's fucking huge. It is huge. Holy shit.
Okay, well, have fun in your shower and that kind of game.
Sorting things is a slow process. Slow but steady and eagle.
But it has to be done. So
eagle.
That wasn't eagle.
No.
I usually do them.
They do not sound like that stupid cry that they use for them in media.
No.
You sound pretty.
I don't think incontinence is going to be much of an issue in this thing. Not because of this. Although, that being said, I imagine she's going to have, it's not going to be fun going to the bathroom for a while. Beyond just having to sit on the toilet to do the business, trying to flex them cheeks to do the business. Like, ooh. Like, let's get back to Andy. Liquid diet for a while. You don't want to try and shit with that ass.
I just can't think of anything I would consider worth actually injuring my ass for. At least nothing online.
I was letting
So where it started showing off photo work.
I mean, normally that spank bank is maybe 300 or 400. When it got past that point on the first fucking day, it's okay. We got something's gonna be. And then it go over 1,000. Like, holy shit.
Yeah. 100, 200 wax. Okay. That's doable. It'll hurt, but it's doable.
Yeah. Normally she's like, about 50 per cheek, and it's like that's it, But this is a holy shit.
Even 100 plus on cheek is not that bad.
Yeah.
But this is unhealthy. This is psychotic. Seek therapy. Every person who's encouraging this shit, you're a fucking psychotic predator.
In Indy, change therapists. God damn. They are failing you big time. You're still doing this shit. That's a big thing. Her team therapist, for 10 years. Well, they failed miserably. Okay.
Yeah.
The point of therapy is trying to get you to live, get the mind and the body to live together and love each other, and not to,
help you destroy yourself.
Yeah, and start advocating chopping off perfectly healthy parts because you don't feel like a real girl.
Okay, so do I have trumpeter swans in here yet?
Put that there for now.
No, I do not. I do not have trumpeter swans yet this year. Okay, so that becomes that. And they're not great shots yet, but migration's just starting, so I'll have much better ones soon. It's an interesting life doing this stuff. It really is. Just simple things can be so fun.
Let's see. Okay, there was a whole list of. Unfortunately, I think they've been lost when StarTrekHistory.com went down, which is a loss. But they had a whole bunch of publicity photos or planned to be publicity photos for the of the 3-foot Enterprise. Just used like inserting print ads and stuff, but really good shots.
And like we're talking, I've got loud music in the background while I work on this stuff.
Mm-hmm. I'm not hearing it.
Things I do. No, I don't. I don't share that sound because I'm not gonna get you struck. See, I'm nice.
Yeah.
I put on really deafening headphones and I keep it out of your ear, and the mic's up there.
Mm-hmm. No, kind of what supposed to be CSI Star Trek. I should have opened up with something from the Who, but I think I would have went and slammed, down immediately if I'd done that. Actually, let me see if I can. Let's see if I can conjure up that thing. Fire up the Wayback Machine. The wonderful Internet Archive.
Cherry Blossom. Good. Let's see if I have any of those yet.
What? How can that not be showing up? Come on. Maybe just Trek history.
The shadows of us, wasteland
I'm going to just put Star Trek history on it.
World made of stone, let tenderness freeze, saves the family land we live in.
Nope. Help you learn to spell history. The T in there. No, I don't need a bunch of web files with that.
Okay, so Siberian crabapple. Got it.
All right. Do I still have that website bookmarked? Let's try that out for size.
We need to come up with an excuse. I told my husband if I couldn't get 1,300 folders, we're going to need to do more photos trips this year. They're trying to make a record. I haven't gone through the last zoo yet, and I'm already at over 12 honey. So I need another excuse to go to another zoo. Can you come up with one?
I lost. Let's see. Let's try that out for size.
Chinese crabapple. Okay.
The fuck? Nope, that's just. What happened to my poor website? Okay. No, I threw up on a tweet out earlier. I'm beginning to wonder from somewhere in the the India, if somewhere in the back of your mind you're thinking you deserve this abuse. That's what I think of why she continues to put herself through this.
And push away every person that says you deserve better.
Yeah.
You didn't have to block me, woman. I'm not saying that. Sorry. Wow, that was something blunt I didn't need to say.
She is, yep. Okay, and a question. What happened to StarTrekHistory.com? Okay, yeah, I remember. There's also around the time when Adobe Flash went down, and a big part of that was, a lot of it was Flash animation. So, but also apparently one of the things was there's one guy. used a bunch of pictures on there without permission, and so that's why they just stopped uploading. So, yeah. I would think the Wayback Machine would still have something there, though.
Dramatically late under the arches of moonlight and sky, suddenly easy to contemplate why.
Try this again here. There we go.
Well,
Right. Let's get 2012 here. Let's pull that up here. Oh, yes.
Okay, so
Yep, it still works too. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Oh, she finally got around to friending you on Facebook. Okay, now let's see if I can.
I was gonna say she found me. I already accepted it, woman. Do you not pay attention? You're getting to be as oblivious as your husband. Sorry, did I have to take that cheap shot at both?
Well, at least I've got an excuse. I'm a guy. So, models, the Enterprise over here.
Wow.
Come on. Give me pictures.
Well, I love you, Steph.
I love you too.
It's not like... They've got me trapped in the basement. I'm just kidding.
For the record, we live in an apartment. We don't have a basement. There is a lower level of more apartments, but then...
yeah. By the way, there's somebody that you don't like that when she went onto one of my streams one night, and she went into the drive-thru, and she told everyone quiet a sec while I talked to her with the window. As soon as she got to the window, I started faking that I was trapped in her trunk. With the other guys going, come on, let her in the trunk. This isn't cool.
Okay. I'm going to override this for a bit so I can show you what I used to rely on all the damn time. Now only available through the Wayback Machine. But let's
look at the private chat a sec, Bob.
Well, okay, what do we got here? Get back over here. Private chat. Yeah, I figured that. Let's see. Do we have any pictures? Come on. Show me some pictures. Oh, for God's sakes. Come on. You weasels.
It was hilarious. It was fun.
Come on.
Why?
But again, anybody have any misconceptions about what NCC stands for? It stands for nothing. Okay. There's the Matt Jeffries talking about, But the NC, by international agreement, stood for United States Commercial Aircraft. The N is for the United States. The C is commercial. Because you see, private planes is an M and a number. Russia wound up with 4 C's. Actually, they're S's in Cyrillic. And have been pretty much a common option that any major effort in space would have to be too expensive. I mean, one country, so I figured the U.S. and the Russians came up with NCC. Again, this is side thing of justification. Didn't make it into the thing at all because, again, by this point, it's all United Earth. Okay, the 170 part, I needed a number that would be instantly identifiable, and 3, 6, 8, and 9 are too easily confused. I don't think anyone would confuse a 1 and a 7 and the 0 or the 0. So the 17 stood for the 17th basic design of the ship, and the 1 with the 01 would have been the serial number 1. Yeah, the first bird. Yeah. Again, this is his rationalization for it, but and the original studio model, the Enterprise, originally. Made from cured sugar pine wood and painted with a light gray lacquer touch green. Windows lights and like were hand painted. Decal company was hired to create the numbers and the permanent and the pennant stripes.
What else is there?
Cost $600.64 or $2011 less than it's updated. $4,354. So 2023, figure $10,000.
We've got to come up with another excuse for me to need to go to a zoo. Not having enough photos is not going to be it.
Yeah. There you go. Same conclusion. Now, the 3-footer was not intended for filming, but as a reference model for building the larger model. Most likely, schedules and deadlines resulted with a 3-footer going for the cameras, as principal photography had wrapped on December 24th, and the 11-foot model is not delivered until the 29th. It's also why, if you look at some of the technical readouts on the ship, the little silhouettes of the ship don't match the model. This is what it's going to look like, kind of. And then a couple of pictures of Nimoy holding it, and got those pictures.
Oh my God, Steph!
And unfortunately, the animation part in here is not coming through. And then, of course, all the details on the 11-foot model, too. Let's see if I can find one that works.
I think she's trying to get me to sing that stupid song.
Which stupid song would that be?
Look in the chat.
Orgy at the zoo? What the hell was that?
Fuck, fuck, fuck a duck, screw a kangaroo.
Oh, yeah. An old Gilda Radner thing, it's not,
Let's talk dirty to the animal.
The animal. Let's talk dirty to the animal. Okay, skip that. Skip the intro. Because the intro still works. I'm going to find one where the slideshow of the model still works. The Easter egg still works on the damn thing, but come on. I should have done screen skips on it. If I thought this site was going down, I should have. God, that's irritating. Let's put you back up.
As I move the photos of Poison Ivy.
Mm-hmm.
Done.
Let me look. I've never seen. I don't think what Poison Ivy is. See if I've actually come across it.
This is one of the types of it when it gets red.
Okay.
This is one of the varieties of it at the green stage when it's just growing.
I may have come across it and never noticed because I never actually got it. Oh.
This was crazy because look at the field here.
Yeah.
This was literally stretched across this massive field across a hilltop in the Black Hills. Solid Poison Ivy for a good half mile.
Poison
Obviously, a place we don't want to go, right?
Poison Ivy. That's an oldie.
There's Poison Hemlock.
Well,
it's a specific breed. It's actually more toxic than the others. And there's Poison Oak that I photographed up in Cali.
Well, there's non-poison hemlock?
No, there's just ones that are worse.
Okay.
And there's Poison Sumac.
So why not just rename it Extra Strength Hemlock?
So
it's like, oh, both are poison, but this is okay before you even finish the cup.
I have more picture of poisonous nightshades and sumacs and hemlocks and shit like that I've taken over the years. And people sit there and go, I've seen the people who, when they're photographing things, they touch it and arrange it. It's like,
you idiots.
And I tell you what, if you did my work, you'd be dead.
Yeah. Did you wear gloves? No. Oh, well, you're going to find out later. Don't play with yourself, whatever you do.
Hemlock, if you touch it enough, can go in through the skin into your bloodstream.
Yeah. Yes, to quote Socrates,
so
I drink what?
Yeah, that don't just give you rashes. That makes your blood poison and your organs slowly fail.
Yeah.
Because you're not drinking it. It's not a quick death. It'll soak into your bloodstream slowly. So that's a really painful death.
Yikes.
I tell people not everybody's cut out for the work I do.
No.
You have to know what the fuck you're doing.
No, I wish that
Colombian juniper, huh?
It'd be nice if that Star Trek history came back at some point, because they had some stuff on there that you couldn't find anywhere else. Some of the historical details they had, and they had a few interviews.
I do wonder sometimes what would happen to some of these idiots if they tried to do my work. That's Carolina hemlock.
Ah.
Right here.
What's it doing in Ohio?
I'm not in Ohio, for fuck's sakes.
Or Iowa.
And this actually, it's invasive to a lot of states now. It's spread. And there's hemlock that both looks like little plants that look similar to yarrow. So don't mix those up if you're trying to get yourself some medicine.
Yeah, barbecue's not the only spice that ain't coming out of Carolina.
But there's also hemlock versions that are actually trees.
Great.
And those are actually native to this continent.
Like, you thought the cottonwood trees down here were a pain in the ass?
Thorned honey locusts are worse. Oh my God. Long, thick, jagged, barbed thorns.
Ugh.
I had one go through a fucking reinforced tennis shoe, through my foot and into the foot bone as a child. I fucking hate locust trees, all of them. They all make me think of that.
Which, of course, brings in the magical question, how are you still alive? Between the unchecked diabetes as a child and the physical injuries of a place and being physically assaulted, how are you still fucking alive?
Don't forget the seizures that were supposed to kill me.
That too, yeah.
Conditions, the nerve conditions, the severe form of PCOS that keeps trying to rupture me open from the inside out.
Central nervous system acting like a Jacob's ladder half the time.
Allergic to my own tears. There's something in my body that says, no, I don't fucking care what you do to me. I'm not dying. Fuck you.
Yeah.
If people knew half the shit.
Yeah.
Of course, the fact that these are all Carolina hemlock begs the question why they were not properly marked and they were in the fucking arboretum.
Oops. I hope you notified somebody.
I didn't realize that then. I'm just sorting them now.
Have you notified them then since then? Send an email or something about them trees.
I will be, because it's one thing to have poison trees and plants in gardens and arboretums, but you have to have them fenced and marked.
And at least let people know that, don't touch this one.
Especially since that tree is right next to all the crabapple trees they let people gather from.
Yeah, this tree is not friendly.
Checker bark juniper, huh? It's amazing how many forms of juniper there are to kill my mother. I mean, she's very allergic to juniper.
Ugh.
Which to me is actually kind of sad because she's always wanted to see the Grand Canyon, and it is lined with juniper along the edge.
Boy.
I've been there. It is covered in juniper all over it.
I haven't been to the Grand Canyon in a very long time. So, yeah.
So it's like, Mom, I don't think you want to make that trip. At least not during the season when it's actually producing anything.
Yeah.
Let's
go in the fall when all the trees are asleep and it's cooler anyway. So,
Or early spring before everything comes out.
Yeah, before they wake up. Yeah.
Bitter cherry, okay. The pictures I'm going through right now are the Arboretum literally in this city.
Mm-hmm.
So the only time I don't mark an Arboretum or flower park is its own separate thing. The ones in town, I'm just like, yeah, fuck it. They're part of my town. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but
well.
I kind of get like, oh, whatever. It's the town. It's stuff I take all the time, right?
I'd never tell an alligator kiss my... No, never tell... Right. Let's leave that hanging there. Oh, let's see.
I don't want to see what you're leaving hanging, remember?
No, I'm wearing pants.
I'm going to take every cheap shot I can get. It's like, you realize I've got a bunch of pictures here of different aloe plants. I'm allergic to those fuckers, too. And how many pictures do I take of fucking wild dogs and rodents?
Yeah.
Which I'm allergic to?
Yeah.
I'm sitting there taking pictures of this wolf out the window while I'm sneezing, and Mom's going, okay, we need to go. It's like, no, just give me the Benadryl once we leave. It's like, and she's just looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's like, just let me take the pictures. Okay, give me the Benadryl as soon as we're done.
Oh, that was on the 27th.
And that's black oak, okay. I didn't get to do most of the stupid arboretum because people want to stay out with all their fucking dogs. And I know they're technically allowed there, but it's annoying as hell when they take over the whole park and they won't walk off on the side away from everybody. No, they walk right down the center of the walk trail and just let their dog run in both directions all over the place. I hate humans.
What?
I meant every word of it.
It's very easy to... We're a despicable species at times. Okay?
There's things. Well, if he wants to get the hours on his channel, he could just leave it up and I could just sit here and bullshit for a while.
Yeah.
I don't know. I had this thought, like, I want to stream, but I don't because what I'm streaming on my channel right now, until I hit a certain point, I have to stream long streams right now because I'm trying to get the hours up on that one. And so...
Oh, that, yeah. No, I can let it run for a while. I just run down the UPS store.
I don't want to start a long stream because I don't want to be hosting that long.
It'll just be for a few minutes, like maybe 15 minutes, go down there, get it, and come back.
I mean, could you imagine me trying to do one of those stupid 6-hour streams when I've been through what I've been through the last few days?
Yes, actually.
Okay. Could you imagine how bad it would be for me?
Considering what you put yourself through on a regular basis, yeah, I can see it easily.
Is this why I get lectured by Lydian and Richard all the time?
Are you trying to kill yourself? Well, maybe.
Lydian's lectures are more like, just stop pushing yourself so hard, woman. You push too hard. It's like,
yeah.
And and is not the right response. That gets you more lectures.
Yeah, and you say that like it's a bad thing.
They used to love me so much to lose. Your eyes just once and see everything in ruin. Chestnut sparrow. Whatever.
Chipmunks roasting on an open fire.
Oh, I forgot. I need to check that out.
What?
Thanks for the reminder.
Chipmunks?
Gotcha. Christmas music.
You lost me.
Tarja from Nightwish has been dropping Christmas songs the last few days.
For
a new album.
Yeah.
This will be her third Christmas album since she's gone solo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, her first album was a Christmas album, and she did a song called You Would Have Loved This, which talked about how close her and her mother were with Christmas and losing her mother. And she said it was going to be a focus of her solo career.
Oh, okay.
So, am I surprised that she's got another one? No, but doing the dark gothic style with Christmas songs always tickles me, and she does it on her albums. So,
okay,
you reminded me. I wanted to check them out.
Chipmunks roasting on an open fire reminded you of that.
Yes, because it was Christmas. Followed my fucked up trails of thought in my head.
Oh yeah, I get up a whole CD of the rather twisted Christmas song. I saw Daddy kissing Santa Claus underneath the mistletoe at night.
At least it wasn't I saw Daddy sucking Santa Claus.
Yeah, it got to that point there. Oh, Daddy fondle Santa Claus. The variants revealed that actually was Mommy dressed up as Santa Claus. Oh, it's such a relief. Of course, they're the ones, Rudolph the brown-nosed reindeer.
Rudolph the crooked-legged cowboy had a very shiny gun, and if you ever saw it, you would surely turn and run. All of the other cowboys used to laugh and call him names. They wouldn't. It's supposed to be Randolph, but the greatest part of this is Randolph with your gun so bright. Won't you shoot my wife tonight?
No, the one
Sorry, my mom has taught me well how to be twisted. I don't need help. Actually, I do, but not that kind of help. I don't know what your wife thinks of me right now.
Well, it's like like I said, the one I was quoting was much worse, though.
I was trained well. And then I've made up ones that are far worse that I've never shared with anybody.
Yeah. I mean, Frosty the pervert, Well,
you've always got Ivor Biggin for You Can't Shag a Snowman.
Ho, ho, fucking ho, what a crock of shit. We all work for Santa Claus, we've had enough, we quit. Because he do all the fucking work and he's in the show. Stick your Christmas up yours, ho, ho, fucking ho. I'm Rudolph and I quit. Who's he think he is? Sitting in the back. That's the big fat ass cracking that fucking whip.
You could do the one from Bob Rivers. Grandpa got run over by a beer truck.
Ooh, haven't heard that one. Well, these are all Bobby Rivers.
which it goes on with coming out of Woody's Christmas Day. Grandma got a job out at the brewery. We never knew that she could drive that way. Could have made it to the curb if he were quicker. Go, Gramps, go! But she got to get up and squashed him one more time.
The second verse, I'm Santa Claus's wife. I know what he's really like. Sneaking into them kids' room at night. He's a fucking pedophile. Or of course the classic, Weird Al ones. The night Santa went nuts.
The night Santa went crazy is better when you have the extra gory version.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's one where, the gory works.
Well, the animated thing? Or...
No, there's a alternate version of the song. And it is, yes, Virginia, now Santa Claus is dead. Some guy from the SWAT team put a hole through his head. Yes, Virginia, that's his brains upon the floor. And it goes off from there.
I don't recall that verse, but what I've heard is pretty gory. It's like...
It was an alternate version of the song that my dad tracked down years ago, and it's fucking twisted as fuck.
Yeah.
So I don't know what this says about me that I know this kind of stuff.
Yeah. But there's also, Christmas at Ground Zero. Weird Al had to finance that video himself. All from the record company would not do a video for that song.
It's Christmas at
Ground Zero, and the button has been pressed.
I'll go out with you and see all the new mutations.
Yeah,
I know. I'm telling you, you're fine with me with this stuff because I had that kind of a childhood.
So did I. What a crazy fluke. We're going to get nuked on this jolly holiday. And the air raid sirens going in the background. The only original footage was him sitting with a bunch of carolers all in gas masks. And everything else was all found footage from old, civil defense training films.
Okay, here's something for you to picture from a few years ago, which had great reaction from my neighbors and the people driving by. I'm sitting there in black clothes from head to toe. I was trying to get work done, so I had my hair up in little braids here to get out of my way. Because it was the only way to get high enough so it was out of all the way of my work and wasn't blowing everywhere.
They thought you were Wednesday Addams or what?
A little higher. It was almost like you combined Wednesday and Pippi. But anyway.
Okay.
It was while I had my black hair.
Yeah.
I'm outside. I've got a whole bunch of rocks I gathered that I was using for chips for jewelry and stuff. So I have all these large rocks I've gathered, these big plates slated. I set the driveway. I sat down cross-legged, the whole little Indian style Zen pose. And I was sitting there smashing the rocks open with a sledgehammer. The image gets better because of what was stuck in my head at that time from watching Muppet Show with my goddaughter.
Fraggle Rock or what?
No.
No.
Very specific song that happened on one of the old Muppet Show episodes.
Okay.
'Cause you're always welcome in our house. Any time of the day. Yes, you're always welcome in our house. And we hope you will stay. Well, a man came to our house, and came to our house to sell us some brooms. We asked him to come in, and we hit him with the hammer. We put him in the closet in my father's room. And as they hit it with a hammer, I slammed this giant rock with a sledgehammer, and it splinters everywhere. Cars driving by stopped and were staring like...
Oh.
And then gunned it for everything they were worth. I was like...
Oh.
And I've been sitting there laughing because I was having a great time. I was happy. I was in a good mood.
Could have been Maxwell's Silver Hammer, Joan was quizzical and metaphysical science in the wrong.
For some reason, that freaked people out. I don't know why. Looking like a cross between Pippi Longstocking and Wednesday Addams, while singing that song and smashing rocks open with a sledgehammer was freaky to people. I don't know. It was. Oh God, they fled. Have you ever had one of those moments you're just sitting there laughing hysterically? That was mine. Because I was like, damn, if I knew it was that easy to get people to leave my neighborhood, I mean.
There's one time I was spending the night with my friend's house, Brad, back in like junior high, thing. And it was like 2 a.m, so we're definitely wacky at that point. We're going to an old Mad magazine with the little Halloween poem thing, thing. And hit and one. I still remember to this day. It starts off like bats are creepy. Bats are scary. Bats do not seem sanitary. For some reason, that just set us off into a laughing jag.
Probably because you're fucking psycho.
Well, that and also, it was like 2 a.m. We're sleep deprived at that point. We're just laughing at anything at that point. Because I went back and looked at it in the morning after we had some sleep. Like, this wasn't that funny. It's got its moments, but certainly not that early in the damn thing.
So basically, I did this whole thing, and so I kind of laughed, and then my husband came home from work, and I told him, anyway, am I going to get calls about you? It's like, I don't know. I don't know, really. That was his concern. Am I going to get calls about you? Like, what the hell? What? Right?
I wonder how Wednesday Little Page would work with the name. I don't know.
But I think about it and I go, that could have been really fun. Right? Just something to think about for the future. Yeah.
Things that make you go, Oh, we got a notification of some sort.
I didn't do it. Nobody saw me.
Oh, that's when I was trying to explain to Matt Walsh, about anime being evil. Anime is just a Japanese term for an animated cartoon, and there are as many different kinds of anime as there are live action movies, from strictly kid stuff to hardcore pornography. If you knew diddly squat about the subject, you wouldn't make such an asinine statement.
Yes, he would. Research him. His parents were two of the people that were actually behind the Satanic Panic.
Actually, no, I was
recreate it.
Actually, Jackson Hinkle, I think is their name.
I was gonna say Matt Walsh. His parents were actually two of the ones that were behind the Satanic Panic.
Yeah,
and he's actually trying to restart it. He's fucking nuts.
Yeah, actually, it was here's being interviewed by Tucker Carlson. No, actually, I would think I was a little more measured in my response to Matt Walsh. But same sort of thing. No, but it's like this is it's a anime is a genre. Okay, it's not it's a term for I think of him. It's like trying to blame everything on it. It's like trying to blame the entire industry, the entire movie industry because Deep Throat exists. Okay, one small category, and you're gonna condemn the entire thing. No, it doesn't work.
Also, there's nothing wrong with deep throating. I mean,
well, the movie Deep Throat itself,
I know, but I'm being a smart ass.
I mean, yes, the history of that particular production is like, Linda Lovelace went through some hell for that, but it's like, that's not the entire movie industry, not even the entire porn industry.
No.
Not even back then. Okay.
And look at that. Look at that.
Boyd.
Hawk.
Yeah. What? Now what?
You're always welcome in our house, and we hope you will stay, and we know you will stay.
Do I want to know what the idiot is that's named their kid that? He's also in the middle of the South Pacific with no one else around. And it's like,
I could sing that entire song
mm-hmm.
without looking up a thing. I can remember it all.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I'm not sure what that says about me, though.
Mm.
But the great thing is, this was this woman singing this on Muppet Show, done up as a little kid, playing the part of a little kid serial killer.
Mm-hmm.
And she's using Muppets tied up in spots to symbolize her victims as they sing about how she killed them.
Well, keep in mind that, Alice Cooper, which, by the way, there's a metal mythos coming out from Razor Fist.
Mm-hmm.
Been about a year, but he's, but doing a metal mythos on Alice. And I think this one might actually involve talking to Alice, because Alice lives in Arizona. So. But apparently it's a big one. It's one,
Alice Cooper is very friendly. He's very nice.
Oh, yeah. He's a very nice guy,
I've had interactions with him, and he's one of the friendliest big names I've ever met in my life.
Yeah, in fact, ironically, an Alice Cooper concert in Riverside, California was the few times I actually feared for my life. Stupid me and my friend is like, wait till early. Yeah, the floor's wide open. Get right down there. Mosh pit, moron. The seats are open. Get a fucking seat. The thing is, I was down there. We're getting busted around, and I couldn't see the beheading scene anyway, the guillotine. I think I did save a girl's life, though. She was about to fall down, and I grabbed her. Should have taken advantage of that, frankly.
Wow, don't say that on air, you dumbass.
This was 40 years ago, almost 40 years ago.
Doesn't matter. That kind of comment's going to get your ass canceled faster than anything.
That I saved a girl's life at an Alice Cooper concert?
No, you're saying you should have taken advantage of her.
Girl concert? We're both there, hot and sweaty in the concert? What the fuck? But,
oh, Lord.
They're still a cute blonde. Anyway. Let's see how much I can.
Stuffy, would you hit your husband for me?
She has to get in here first. I think Steph was probably still in high school at the time. All right. Oh, yeah. So, Jim Stafford thing. The name of this song is The Wildwood Flower. Now, The Wildwood Flower is an old country classic. Gained a whole new popularity. Song isn't more popular, but the flower's doing real good. The wildwood flower grew wild out on the farm, and we never knew what it was called. Some said a flower, some said it's a weed. I didn't give it much thought. One day I was out talking to my brother, and I reached down for a weed to chew on. Things got fuzzy, things got blurry, then everything was gone. I don't know what happened, but I know it beat the hell out of sniffing burlap. I come to him, my brother was there, and said, "What's wrong with your eyes?" I don't know, I was chewing on a weed, and said, "Let me give it a try." Spent the rest of that day, most of that night, trying to find my brother Bill. Caught up to him the next morning, 6 o'clock the next morning, naked, singing on the windmill. He said he flew up there. I had to fly to get him down. He's about half crazy. Very next day, we picked a bunch of them weeds and we put them into the sun to dry. And we mashed them up and cleaned them off, put them in a corncob pipe. Smoking them wildwood flowers got to be a habit. We never seen no harm. We thought it was kind of handy. Take a trip and never leave the farm. Big old puff of that wildwood weed. Next thing you know, just wandering around behind little animals. All good things got to come to an end. The same with the wildwood weeds. One day, this feller from the Washington come by and spied him and turned white as a sheet. He dug and he burned and he burned and he dug and he killed all our cute little weeds. And when he drove away, we just smiled and waved, sitting on that sack of seeds. Y'all come back now, you hear?
Eastern Bluebird. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, that's a new one for this year.
Oh, somebody's found out, just need them. Little wartime song, The White Cliffs of Dover. Vera Lynn to be singing to Spare the Troops, and written by a clueless American, because they're, the line, when the bluebirds fly over the White Cliffs of Dover, there are no bluebirds in England. Author was rather shocked to find there are no England has no bluebirds. Oh well, they're singing the song anyway. Just kind of skip the. Kind of implies the message to like when it's springtime in the Rockies. It's never springtime in the Rockies.
I'm exhausted. I don't know how long I'm staying up today. If you want to go check your mail, go check it.
Steph, is your package in? What? Is your package in? That's what I'm waiting on. All right. Well, we're waiting on that. I think I'm. I might do up a couple of chicken quarters tonight. Get them cooked up before they try and kill us. It has been or hasn't? All right, then I shall go get the package.
And I shall show off pictures while you do.
Yes, I will. Put you. You have the.
I got admins. Now you guys get to see my world. And maybe I'll just see all of our house. So a man came to our house, our house, our house. Came to our house to sell us some room. Asked him to come in, and we hit him with the hammer. We put him in the closet in my father's room. You're always welcome at our house, any time of the day. Yes, you're always welcome at our house. We hope you will stay. Well, the lady came to our house, our house, our house. We came to find out why I was not in school. We asked her to come in. We told her lemonade and hid her in the freezer where it's nice and cool. You're always welcome in our house, any time of the day. Yes, you're always welcome in our house, and we hope you will stay. Then a kid came into our yard, our yard, our yard. Came into our yard to get his ball. We asked him to come in, and we took him in the basement and held him up inside the basement wall. You're always welcome in our house, any time of the day. Yes, you're always welcome in our house, and we hope you will stay. So when you come to our house, our house, our house, our house, we will have some fun. We'll ask you to come in, and we'll take you in the kitchen, and we'll put you in the oven till you are done. You're always welcome in our house, any time of the day. Yes, you're always welcome in our house, and we hope you will stay. And we know you will stay. I want to be a little bit crazy. Just a little bit. But you gotta admit, I'm fun. I don't know what it says about me. I don't remember shit like that, but nonetheless, everybody to the kitchen and grab that jerk board. I mean, Seppi. I can always do the classic one I've done here before. How much is that doggy in the window? I'm really quite hungry, you see. Is that a Pomeranian or a pit bull? A real Indian delicacy. Yum, yum. This just in. I had a very twisted upbringing. Oh. I should try to play a little bit innocent, but then again, he got me in charge. The pretty little dolly can sit. The pretty little dolly can stand. She will even walk around the room if you take her hand. The pretty little dolly can turn. Pretty little dolly can shout. The footsie's high above her head, passes out. Close to fires, she perspires. If you give her a playful squeeze, she will hack and cough and sneeze. Oh, the pretty little dolly, so cute. The pretty little dolly, so real. If you take her out into the sun, she burns. 3 days later, she'll peel. Heavy drinking gets her stinking. On her back, you can turn a key, and she goes through puberty. Oh, the pretty little dolly can turn. The pretty little dolly can dance. If you feed her water through a tube, she'll wet pants. Oh, the pretty little dolly can sing. The pretty little dolly can shout. Hold her footsies high above her head and she passes out. And the pretty little dolly can plead. The pretty little dolly can beg. And she screams in realistic pain when you break her leg. Oh, the pretty little dolly can wet. The pretty little dolly can cry. If you put a plastic bag around her head, she'll choke, turn purple, and die. Oh, Santa, remember your part. Don't break a little girl's heart. Don't forget this Christmas, the pretty little dolly is the present you must bring. Remember that fat boy, bring that kid if you want to see another read. I'm just a little sweet innocent angel. Poor Bob, as soon as he left, I totally went twisted with the Soul Channel. I'm terrible, and I don't care. It's funny. That's the important part. It's funny. I don't apologize for anything that makes people laugh. Ha! Including making myself laugh. Honestly, I wasn't as much a Wednesday person. I was definitely more Morticia. Although Marie Antoinette is always fun. Decapitator. Decapitation. This is what happens when I get left in charge of shit. And I'm ready to tell a story. Ready to tell a tale. Ready to tell a story. Ready to tell a tale. Hey, let's tell a tale. Let's tell a tale. What twisted things might we employ? Cut it up, chop it up, tell a bloody tale. What is fun times for? But the bloody on the bathroom floor. Train runs through the middle of the house. Best part of that song is when they put their guests in the middle of the house to get run over by the train. So they can get rid of them. It's great. Uh-oh, I hear Kitty. One moment. This could be very interesting very quick. Why not? It's time. I'm going to have fun with this. Let the kitties in. Come here, baby girl. Come here a sec. Come here, stupid. Come here, stupid, if you want attention so bad. Somebody thought she needed to be the center of my world. She's like, but you love me. Love me, love me, love me. No, hon, I'll let her back out in a minute. Close the door. This little fuzzball. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. What do I got to deal with? Somebody just thinks that the world revolves around her. No, don't moon everybody. You should be happy, Steffi. I got a kitty in the room. Yeah, aren't you so crazy? Aren't you so... She is extra diva. She's not just kitty diva. She's extra special kitty diva. So now she's all over the table, rubbing all over my hands. Because she actually got in. Don't stick your butt up in the camera. She's like, but I love you. I love you. I love you. This cat. She does everything wrong. It's like she's addicted to being a troublemaker. Butt down. Considering I'm wrapped in a blanket, that would be quite a feat. This girl is super hyper needy. And she balls her head off if we go through any door and she can't get in. Don't you, baby? Yes, I know. I know. You need your human. You need your human. Uh-huh. I know. I know, baby. I can't get her off me sometimes. I'll pick her up and set her down, and she climbs on me, and she'll just climb back on me. It's like a game to her. 10, 12 attempts later, and she's still climbing back up onto me. With this look in her face like, what? Who loves Kitty? I was like, well, I love you, but you're a pain in my ass. Yes, you are. You ginormous pain in my ass. Okay. Yeah, headbutt in the chin. Thank you. I needed help trying to get my work done, and I needed you to spill stuff all over my desk. Thank you. You're so helpful. Wow, she pushes hard. She's like, I love you. I love you. Well. Butt down. Nobody's interested in your butt here. Especially considering that Kitty has a beard. Yes, she does. She has a beard. Yes, you do. She's the bearded woman. I mean, bearded lady, bearded lady. So now, as the cat mauls me and I try to keep getting work done. Because why not? She is very, very needy. Mm-hmm. She thinks everybody wants to look at my ass. Everybody wants to be my fanny. Still she loves no one but me. Everybody wants to squeeze my fanny. No one else could ever be my fanny, 'cause she loves no one but me. Don't touch my fanny. Sorry. I'm proud to be entering Marion. I guess I'm the Marion kind. This cat. Yes, you. Yes, you. What is wrong with you? It's no little thing. Let me see if I can get this other camera to work. Then you can actually see Kitty in better time and space. I mean, let's see. Guess what? Kitty! I can make it more visible to see Kitty in all her troublemaking glory. Here's the kitty. And since the camera, I aim down when I'm trying to do artwork, so. And I'm feeling very self-conscious because it's below me, which is accenting the freaking pudge from the meds and the anaphylactic issues. But I thought you wanted to see more of Kitty. Who loves Kitty? Who loves Kitty? Yeah. Baby girl. Baby girl. Baby girl. What you doing? What you doing? Okay, I'll hold you. I'll hold you. Butt down. Butt down. See? I have a couple cameras here. This is the kitty cam, I guess. Kitty cam. Kitty cam. Yeah. Good kitty, good kitty, good kitty, good kitty, good kitty. Hi. I hope you appreciate me doing this for you. I just rotate like this until you can see her better. And then she's like, wait a minute. Yeah. Kitty, kitty. There you go. Look at that. Steffi got to see you, didn't she? Didn't she? Yes, she did. Okay. You're getting back down now. Can you get back down? Yeah, right, huh? No. No. It's an art cam. What do you want? It's an art cam. Kitty. Baby girl. Down. I'm trying to work. Yes, I'm still going to hold you and pet you. Still going to hold you. It's okay, baby. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I love you. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. Hey. Come here. I love you. I love you. Don't rub your head on my boob, please. You're not Panther. You're Panther's favorite toy. She's got such silky long fur. I have to trim this fur right here she has. She has this clump in the center of each paw that grows really, really long and trips her. Even on carpet, it trips her. So I have to trim it every week or two. Yeah. Yeah, I do. And I groom her a lot. She's long hair. She needs groomed. Wow. Yeah. That's really helpful. Yes. One sec. One. Just for you, Steph. Can you take her and bring me Panther? Baby girl. There you go. There's Steve. You love him too. Mush on him. Kitty, 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 right? Everybody wants to squeeze my fanny. Still she loves no one but me. Don't touch my fanny. Please don't ever do. And now, we've got the little troublemaker. One sec. What, Panther? No, you can't burrow into the blanket. You're trying. Okay. Okay. You don't have to touch the boobs, you know. He's gotten very relaxed. If you can tell. Quit trying to get in my blanket. What are you doing? Panther? Hey! Ah! Ah! Okay, one moment. Okay, one moment. Okay, one moment. One moment. Panther? Out of the blanket. Come on. Come on, get out of the blanket. Come on. Out, 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 out. Let go of my shirt. Let go of my shirt. Let go of my shirt. Come on. Out of the blanket. He's got a pretty good hold. Half on my shirt and half the blanket. He's holding on for everything he's worth. And he's purring. Come on. Come on. Time to get out. Time to get out. There's the kitty. There he is. Still got a hold of my boob. Out. Out. Ugh. Yeah. Didn't I say no? Okay, okay. He's a crazy cat, isn't he? Panther. Okay, hop down, baby. Down, baby. Come on, you've been getting better at this. Good boy. Been trying to train him, but you know how is training a cat. Oh, since I'm running this shit, Bob's going in secondary place. So, welcome to Dealing with Panther. Otherwise known as that paw does not belong in my shirt. Uh-oh, that was a mistake. Oh. Now he's going to cry because I made him let go of my boob. No one said he has to make sense. And Steph.
What? Oh.
But Steve got me.
Steph?
Yeah.
Steph? Do you see your little red panda? There we go.
Panther was trying to force his way through my shirt. So.
Of course he was. That's what he does. One thing about Dollar Tree is, they get these little big tall boy. So it is. Haven't seen those since I left England. No. All right. Where was that? All right. I did the wildwood weed thing. We'll puff that wildwood weed. Next thing you know, we just wander around behind little animals. Oh, Lord. Let's see what happened while I was out, because I forgot my phone while I was gone. Meow.
He's shameful. He's a shameful, shameful cat.
Okay, nothing new in the message front. And I can't tell if anything happened on Indy's front because she's got me blocked, so I can't see what she does. And see, no live. And nothing new updated. Yeah, I think she's out for a while. Probably not even wanting to look at her computer for a few days on that. All right, come on, hold on there.
Stop punishing yourself for the amusement of sick fucking perverts.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, the mission statement originally was to help lonely guys make a connection. Okay, that's fine and great and laudable, but that shouldn't include physical injury. Like I said, that's what we saw formed after just the next morning. It's like,
yeah, that's not even 24 hours. It's going to get a lot worse.
So it's already been, that was the first, it's now the third. She may have even gone to the ER for this. What did you do? Well, I imagine okay, so you beat your ass over 1,300 times. The question is, why?
I've heard of worse emergency room visits from fetishes.
Yeah.
Much worse.
Oh, yeah. All things considered, yeah, she got off light. I've seen some of the pictures, okay? I've seen the x-rays of a 2-liter bottle shoved up somebody's ass, okay? And somebody had the bright idea to pour quick-setting concrete up the guy's ass, and before it got out, it's like, I don't know how they got it out, but you basically resulted in a perfect casting of the inside of this guy's rectum. And actually, this is actually counter evidence to the whole thing of Richard Gere and the hamster thing, because ER techs love to talk and share war stories. So yeah, if Richard Gere had ever checked into an ER with a hamster up his ass, we'd know about it. We'd have pictures. They have to document this shit. Okay. There's no way we could have kept that quiet. Someone's going to talk.
So what you're saying is they're shameful.
Mm-hmm.
I behaved like a perfect angel while you were gone.
No, of course you did. Yeah.
Your channel is safe in my hands.
Yeah, that's why it's only one viewer. It's Steph. What? I
had 3 when you came back, so don't blame me.
What? Yeah, the one kid, they say if the erection lasts longer than 4 hours, contact the doctor. Well, his did. And the only solution was to get out the big old needle and start sucking the blood out of the dick.
Ow.
Mm-hmm. There are certain things no man wants anywhere near his dick if he's any kind of sense at all. One of them is big, long needles.
Yeah.
You're going to stick that in there? No, you're. Oh, well. It's either that or live like a circus freak for the rest of your life. We got to deflate this sucker. But that's one, the whole, the development of Viagra in the first place. It was as a vascular relaxant type of thing, to open up the blood vessels. And it was kind of, and also solve the mystery of, how does the penis work? Because that's one thing they still didn't quite figure out how it works. Was it releasing a valve to let blood in, or was it forcing it blood? Was it forcing an inflation, or was it just, letting the thing inflate on its own? And then part of the development of Viagra is like this guy, okay, yeah, it just, it just opens the valve and all on its own. So.
Well,
Like,
one way to figure out experiment on people.
Mm-hmm. It's also kind of, when the Top Gear guys were going across South America, one from Atlantic to the Pacific, and across the Andes, basically, and get the arid, high altitude, anything. One of the things they were given as part of survival was Viagra, which confused them. Why are we getting boner pills? What kind of trip did they think they were going on? Yeah. And it was that point you need to take the to avoid an edema. Because like at this altitude, like getting above 14,000 feet, I think is point. It's getting up there. And it's like the blood flow is rather critical here. You could open up the blood vessels and get through this and make it to the ocean, make it to the Pacific.
I think I've lost my ever-loving mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I just have to figure out when.
Probably decided to start a YouTube channel. Well, cross that threshold. Hey, I think I'll do that. You're an idiot. Okay. Welcome to the lower rung of show business. Okay.
I just wanted to bitch with people and actually have somebody have to listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, nothing special to it.
Well, like I said, I think addressing my little thing. It's like being, pushed aside and ignored because either the little brother or just the short kid in the back. And I got to be. No, you will listen to me. God damn it! I will not be ignored. I will not be shut up. I've got something to say, and you're going to hear it.
Kicked around as the albino chick for years.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and my ballot has been counted. How lovely. Yeah.
Well, they do a damn good thing anyways.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very cynical, dark side to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, we've got some local issues that, one of them is, so much needed road improvements are mainly some street lights and a rather treacherously dark, alley, street line. But a couple of them were statewide measures that if you didn't look at the fine print, we want to lower property taxes. No, they're not going to damn thing property taxes. Lower the tobacco tax. No, the fine print was, and in exchange, we get to keep the Tabor money. Tabor taxpayer bill of rights, whereas if the state runs a surplus, you got to pay the money back to the citizens. And that check paid our rent one month. So the big thing, no, and both of them had the little proviso, and we get to keep 10%. No, you don't. Hopefully, enough people saw that and it's like, and those guys get voted down. Because one, I'm in an apartment. I really don't care about property taxes, and I don't smoke, so I don't care about the tobacco taxes.
I'm going to point out at this moment that I haven't heard half of what you said because ever since you said Viagra, the song Viagra in the Water has been playing through my head.
Mm-hmm.
There's Viagra in the waters.
I ripped through the email that's pulled up here.
But I swear I'm not fucked up or crazy.
I've always been crazy and the trouble that it's putting me through. Been busted for things that I didn't do. I can't say I'm proud of all of the things that I've done.
Yeah, you are.
But I can say I've never intentionally hurt anyone. Yeah, so they missed a chance at a real nice acoustic guitar down at the thrift store.
Well, that sucks for you.
Yeah. By the time I got the money to do it, but of course it was sold. I mean, it was a Squire acoustic. It was in pretty good shape. $22.
I know 22 is cheap for any guitar, but I'll leave it at that because I don't know shit about brands and stuff.
Well, Squire is like Fender's kind of markdown brand. It's like same manufacturer, but just not as high grade materials, but still pretty damn good. So I got a Squire Telecaster over here.
He keeps talking like I understand any of this.
Okay, you're two big kahunas in the guitar world: Fender and Gibson. Fender got mainly with the Stratocaster, and then Gibson with your Les Pauls, and then everything kind of flows. And then and everything else is kind of variations on that. Yeah, and Jada Pinkett Smith trying to tell her side of the story. Fuck your side of the story. You made Lil look like a fucking idiot. Yeah.
Her side of the story was released when she went out publicly and did a show years ago and said openly that she taught her daughter to masturbate by doing it with her. That bitch belongs in jail.
Let's see a show of hands. What? Who had to be taught to masturbate? Either gender. Most people
I instantly knew what it was.
Yeah, most people know how to do. They figure it out for themselves. Okay.
Second of all, okay, educational information on it. Okay. Showing them? No.
No.
That crosses all kinds of your predatory lines. Yeah. She openly cheats on her husband, treats him like shit. And look, I know he's a bit of an asshole, but nobody deserves to have that done to them.
It actually kind of goads him subtly, but into defending her, even after they've already technically separated. Been separated like 5 months before the thing at the Oscars where Chris Rock does a little joke, and originally Will was laughing at everybody else, and then one dirty look from Jada. Okay, and
that bitch is. But you know what? That also is the state of things in this whole society when they talk about men's mental health supposedly mattering. But yet, both sides of the aisle, when he was bawling in an interview about her cheating and putting him through shit, everyone made fun of him for it.
And looking more like he deserved it at this point. Well, you got to get your ass, get your dick back.
Yeah, but abuse is a hell of a thing, and
yeah,
you get very brainwashed by it. It is so tragic. And what's more tragic is all these people going, oh, look what happened to him. It's like, dude, fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
I know he's an egomaniac and a prick. Everybody knows that. Show of hands. Is there a person out there who doesn't know that Will Smith is an egomaniac and a dick? Anybody?
It's kind of, part and parcel of getting into this thing in the first place. Okay? You got to have a bit of an ego to get into this racket of putting yourself online and in the public eye. And thinking for 2 seconds, people give a rat's ass of what you do. All right, that's enough of that. Okay.
That's the weird thing about me. I still have almost no ego. Hell, half the time I'm wondering why the fuck anybody listens to me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's easier to get on here and bullshit with you guys than it is to go deal with people in person.
Mm-hmm. God. Okay, little something that came across here. Berkeley Breeze, the Bloom County. He's been putting up old Bloom County strips here. And right, you got a whole series of one, talking about personal ads that, Opus does for the. And we got here. All right, so I can get that here. Let's say, can I say, you might have mistaken my personal ad. Personal what ad? And they, oh, that's impossible. I can almost do that myself. Just check your records. They flip. Here we go. Mature, single male, 56, into travel, tennis, spanking, banking.
Well, that's a hell of an error.
Yeah, especially in light of what we've just been discussing earlier.
And like, okay, I was an innocent banker, and you made me into a BDSM puppet.
Here's another. This is my personal favorite. Let's get that. Here he is, little babe. Come up to that. This place, right place to add in the personal? Surely. How would you like it to read? Single, redhead female, 23, sensual, intelligent, delicious, seeks short, flightless, aquatic bird on which to lavish kisses and affection. Thanks. Here's my number if I get lucky. And so Tanda Opus. And he just looks at the camera. As God is my witness, I have no idea. I have the faintest idea what I should do. That's it. All the Bloom County. That is my personal favorite.
I mean, I'm trying to figure out what the hell that's supposed to mean, but nope, not figuring it out. What the heck? Okay. So I'm having this like fuck all day. I'm trying to hold it together. I'm trying to do what I need to do, but what's coming together is that I'm out of my freaking board.
There's no way to actually download any of this stuff except just by doing screen caps, which I fear I might have to resort to. Because trying to scan this in from the books is problematic. Let's see, we got the Gene Simmons one on here.
I am so exhausted.
No, I'll go to this later. And okay, that's enough of that. It's another rabbit hole. It's like,
When you say rabbit hole, and I also think dirty.
Mm-hmm.
You remember, it's not just a type of vibrator now; it's an entire vibrator company.
Mm-hmm.
Rabbit vibrators. That brings a whole new meaning to the phrase rabbit hole, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. Gotta get back to that. Yeah, Boogie. What? Well, no shit.
Hey!
And Boogie doing a house tour.
I don't have to sit here and take it. Go to a room and have sex.
Here's the thing. Don't blame a clown for acting like a clown. Ask yourself why you keep going to the circus.
It kind of applies to voting for politicians.
Mm-hmm.
Although, now that I said that, I am wondering if I should end the stream hangout time soon.
Oh, here's one. Walton just put up. Your abuser's trauma does not justify them abusing you.
Nope. You don't have a right to be like the person who hurt you.
No. And I'll say, what's rather gratifying on the way back here in the new Beatles song on the radio. Yes, they're back. So let's one last number one for the lads. Okay.
Until they find another unreleased song.
Well, there's really only, as far as this point, there's like only had the four demos from John. The one that not do is like it was too maudlin even for Paul. Okay, that's just too depressing, you know. But I would like if they go back with all this technology and do clearer mixes of free as a bird and real love, because they're still a little bit, you know, what he's in like John's in a coffee can. But now they, you know, because they went through and they all this technology they built up to do the Get Back documentary, and it was to separate out everybody's voices and the instruments, and you know, to get better levels on them. John came down looking clear as a bell. Then before it was like typical, you know, cassette recorder from the 70s, and got rid of the buzz that, you know, just kind of drove George off. And how that's fucking rubbish. You know, well, it's a good time. Nah, you know, you got sick and tired of what, you know. And they had a, you know, a long-standing rule. Unless it's unanimous, they're not going to do it. You know. But then, you know, they do this documentary on Peter Jackson. You know, they have to separate all the stuff, and suddenly hearing conversations that, you know, nobody's heard in 50 years, you know, and even then, only people involved. So that, hey, we could take us in the song because Paul had held on to that song. Oh, I'm going to do something with that. We can do something with this song eventually. Let the technology catch up to it. But it's considered, you know, they're calling it the last Beatles single because it's the last one that nobody's ever heard, and all of them contributed something. They still have some of George's guitar stuff that he'd done for it, and of course Paul and Ringo did new tracks for it. And a real good video. Peter Jackson directed the video to go with the song that's released today. And it's not the greatest Beatles song ever, but it's a nice fitting wrap up to a career. It's like, okay, there we go. There's the button on the end, you know.
I might not want to use the words button end considering the spanking talk either.
True. Yeah, I don't know the illustrating, but the paddle she chose was black leather with little heart-shaped cutouts, but metal studs on the thing.
Ow.
On both sides. Yeah.
Those things hurt.
Mm-hmm. They're not pointy or anything, just, you know, little flat, round thing, but it's like, you know, add a little sting to the whole thing. And yeah, and the 666 times each cheek. Although, to be, you know, full, I think she actually skipped 10 on the first one, but I'm not going to say anything on that one. She did 30. Okay, that's 40. Go with it. 10 less on that one. It doesn't matter. Not that made a big difference in the grand scheme of things. Still over 600 times per ass cheek.
Yeesh.
Yeah. So I think that at least
thank you.
I think at least going to be put an upper limit on the spank bank there. Okay, no more than 500 total. Okay, get to the point. That's it. It's closed.
I think that shows more brain cells than she has.
At least working ones. Yeah.
I'm getting tired.
Mm-hmm.
I've sorted a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I should probably try to lay down for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you've been gone almost 3 hours.
Yeah, true. I think since we also got a new thing of Fortnite fired up there, I watched some Ninja, and that was fun. They're back to this the chapter 1 map. Oh, old PIs are back a lot, but still the same mechanics. You can still run, you can still think. Thankfully, you don't have to. The one thing I saw, you don't have to chase the llamas anymore. They'll stay there. You can open them and that's one of the aggravating things. I want to chase after the stupid llama, pinata.
Well, I'm gonna head off and take care of a few things. Oh, okay. Ari didn't strip anything. She's just a menace.
Mm.
Oh, striped. Sorry.
Strike menace. Yeah.
I don't have very good size up on this thing right now.
Mm.
Ornery's off being a fuckwit.
Yeah. But I got like one video I want to watch here first, a quick one, and then also I'm going to jump off of here for a while and get in some Fortnite, get that in.
So, adios to everybody.
All right. Yacked a little bit of everything here. I even did up a special opening titles to go with this thing. Usually I just throw the thing up normal, but no. We'll see what happens on that one. I'm rather shocked in my video because I did a video on that, finding that model. I think before anybody else did, but I'm getting hardly any views. I think, what's it up to now? Other people, one guy's like a slideshow, like no comment at all. It's like, come on. Yeah, 46 views. What the fuck, So I think I am being a little bit shadow banned here on this. I mean, I should put some sucking substance to it, damn it, But yeah, okay. So I think we shall wrap up here. Almost 3 hours. I think I'll skip the closing credits. Don't really need it, but well, no. Let's put on something. Let's put up a closing screen. So if by some minor miracle you guys have made it this long.
That's a nice meme. It says a loan at the bank can take 30 years to pay off. If you rob a bank, you're out in 10 years. Follow me for more. Like,
mm-hmm.
Wow.
Okay. So let's put the onion up to match the beginning, and we will talk at you later, kids. Yeah.